Okay, this video is one of the most amazing, one of the most calming, one of the most relaxing. How can you not love it if you're a Chelsea fan? Literally, watching this team win the Champions League final through all of the odds this season has brought us, through all of the downs, through all of the changes, through all of the turmoil, it has become one of the best seasons, I think, in Chelsea's history. Now, obviously, the trophy with the big bunny ears is coming back. It's coming back to London for the second time. And listen, all I saw was angry Arsenal fans on the TL. I did a video, which will come out probably tomorrow, Chelsea fan react, well, I'll tell you exactly what the title's going to be. Chelsea fan reacts to angry Arsenal fans and Man City fans online. And I wanted to troll people so bad just because I know how mad they are that Chelsea won. It was Man City's to win. They had the entire narrative set up. Aguero's final game for the club. Pep Guardiola needing a Champions League trophy, sort of validate his time in Manchester City. And Kevin De Bruyne being the best player currently on the planet, probably, in my opinion. Sort of thriving in that team. And Phil Foden for England sort of coming into superstardom because he's going to be a superstar. And it didn't matter. It did not matter. Chelsea, we got our tactics right. Man City decided against playing Fernandinho, which is what all of us Chelsea fans all thought Fernandinho was going to start this game. And instead, Raheem Sterling got the nod to try and add more in the attack. And they just couldn't get around N'Golo Kante and Reece James. N'Golo Kante, guys, may have a shout for a Ballon d'Or campaign, and it is going to be glorious. It's going to be glorious if he goes out and wins the Euros with France. He gets it. I don't see how you prevent him from getting it. It doesn't matter the stats because he's not going to have the goals. He's not going to have the assists. But it's like Luka Modric when he helped take Croatia to the World Cup. You could see and feel his influence on the field, and that's all you. The two semifinals against Real Madrid and the Champions League final have been the best games I've ever seen N'Golo Kante play. It's up there with, if Chelsea fans know correct, the Super Cup game against Liverpool. That was the best game N'Golo Kante probably has ever played in a Chelsea shirt. These last three Champions League ties are up there with those performances. Maybe not stats-wise, but on his influence in the game. He's everywhere. The man literally covers ground everywhere, and it doesn't matter what he's necessarily doing. He is keeping the team involved in the game, and I absolutely love every single bit of it. It is one of those performances where you just think, thank God, he is on my team. He is on my team. And another player like that is none other than Mason Mount. Listen, the hustle, the determination, the Chelsea blood, sheesh, the Chelsea blood through and through. Mason Mount. As a Chelsea fan, listen, your career is bright. Don't listen to people about the goals, about the assists. It's gonna be weird because Phil Foden will probably have. It's gonna be like a reverse. Phil Foden will have that Lampard-esque series. Phil Foden's gonna probably score more goals and get more assists than Mason Mount during his career. Yes. However, the same way Liverpool fans cling on to Stevie G is the same way I would cling on to Mason Mount. He has that type of potential career where he influences the game in so many different ways that it's hard to not say he's one of the best England midfielders. Currently as well. You could say he's a winger. He started obviously as on the left wing in the game against Manchester City, but he's just a pretty much a winger midfield mold, same way Foden is. And so that's the sort of aspect that I think will take that Phil Foden versus Mason Mount argument for years and years to come, I think, after this. But when they go head to head, who got the Champions League trophy? Mason Mount, that beautiful through ball too. Havertz kind of got saved on his big touch by Ederson's hand. God, I know I'm going to continue to just talk and rant, but we'll go back to the original point. This has been one of the most amazing journeys to a Champions League trophy ever. Chelsea were not a favorite in any of those ties except Porto. Atletico Madrid were definitely the favorite when they faced Chelsea in the round of 16. And what did we do? We went to a neutral location twice, beat them twice. Held Atletico Madrid score with Suarez, with João Felix, every single one of them. Just made them ghosts. Porto held them pretty much to the same. They got a goal right at the end of the second leg, but it didn't matter. Then you get, listen, quarterfinal round was a bit. While the quarterfinal round in Porto was great, the semis. against Real Madrid. You know, if Madrid make it to the final, I think they win. And it's one of those things where Spanish teams, they find a way to thrive in finals. I don't know what it is, but that's how you knew Chelsea had to get through them in the semis. And I said it on my Chelsea Real Madrid live streams that they would make it. And no one believed me, and I'm hoping that the guy who owes me £10 from this pays up. That man better pay up, because he bet me £10 in the live stream that Chelsea would not make it to the Champions League final, and then on top of that, that they would not beat Man City when Man City made it. Tuchel, a dream manager. But is he the right appointment for the future? That, I think, is up for debate. People are going to say, why are you even saying that? He just brought you the Champions League trophy. And I think it's one of those things where, yes, he did bring us the Champions League trophy in a time where we needed it probably the most. We needed a trophy desperately. But it just seems so weird as a long-term appointment. Tuchel seems like he deserves to be at an even bigger club than Chelsea. And to say that lightly, I think like a Real Madrid type or Barcelona type, not Chelsea. And I'm not saying they're bigger clubs, because currently we're the best and the biggest club in the world. Just more so like the teams with the big budgets. I mean, Chelsea does the big budget too. If he stays, I would not be mad. Obviously, I would not be mad. I would love for Tuchel to win us a league. I would love for Chelsea to get into next season and win the league, and I think we have that potential. We get that striker, whether it's Lukaku, whether it's Haaland, whether it's Kane, although all three are very difficult to get. Chelsea win the league. We have that type of capability to get those performances. And yeah, we're a little... Yeah, we waver from time to time in terms of our form. When it matters most, we always show up. Obviously, if you guys have made it this far, you were just listening to me rant my thoughts about Chelsea, and I appreciate you for it, because this has been one of the greatest days, I'd say, of my life in a while. I did not get to actually watch the entirety of the Champions League final in 2012, and it was one of my biggest regrets, simply because there wasn't... I was what? Freshman. I was 14 years old. I had other things going on, which is weird to say, but I wasn't as devout of a fan as I am today, for sure. And getting to see them, actually, I remember the celebrations. I remember seeing Drogba running around with the trophy and being happy, but just being kind of a casual fan. And now that we're just full blown into it, getting to see all of those Chelsea Academy youngsters who've come through the ranks year after year after year. After people said that no Chelsea Academy kids would break through the team, and Frank Lampard helped break them into the team, and then Thomas Tuchel kept that, tradition going, whether it's Christensen, whether it's Reece James, Billy Gilmore, Tino Anjorin, Callum Hudson-Odoi, Tammy Abraham, to see all of them get to hoist and kiss and hold that trophy, it makes me so happy. And the only part of this, I think, the only thing that is not the icing on the cake of this whole Chelsea win is that Eden Hazard left us to go and get that trophy. When realistically, the man carried us through the 2010s, and I would have loved for him to hoist that trophy in the Chelsea jersey. But it just wasn't meant to be. But Pulisic, my American hero, Christian Pulisic. I say American hero, he's younger than me, but I wanted you to score that goal so damn bad. I wanted that goal to go in, to be the first American goal scorer in a Champions League final. But still, to get to win the trophy, the U.S. is with you. We are with you. And as much as people don't like to say it, the U.S. is with Christian Pulisic. I mean, he is the first American male to win the Champions League, and I think he's gonna break a lot of records in terms of Americans in Europe, and I think provide a good base for what Americans can accomplish in Europe and in football in general. And I think single-handedly him and the rest of the U.S. team coming up right now are the future of the U.S. football. I mean, literally, it's just the tip of the iceberg, and I love it, and I feel weird saying that in a Chelsea video, but it is the tip of the iceberg. But okay, this video, I know people aren't going to like it. They probably aren't going to stick around. But if you have stuck around to this point, I appreciate you so much. Thank you. I wanted to do a live reaction so bad. I didn't have my camera with me. I wasn't going to do it for my iPhone. It's terrible quality. God, I was raging. I gave myself a migraine just from screaming. And I'm willing to bet you guys probably did as well. But thank you guys so much for watching. Man City fans, unlucky. I actually did really, really like the Man City team. If we lost, I wouldn't have been extremely mad. I would have been a little sad. But Man City were the favorites for a reason. They've been the best team in the world this year. And they just kind of failed at the final hurdle. Again. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know your thoughts on the Champions League final down in the comments below. And peace.